Hey everyone, and welcome back to Miss Azrael's Gaming. So today we're going to jump into a brand new game called Botany Manor, and it is a puzzle game. If you're interested in playing it is on the Xbox Game Pass right now, and that is on the PC as well as the Xbox X. I'm not sure if it's on the S because I have an X, so but it is available on those, and it's also on Steam. So let's go ahead and jump into a new game. Okay, so 1890, Botany Manor, Somerset. Ooh. Okay. Little tea set. Okay, so Lady Arabella, we're so happy to have you back at Botany Manor. I hope you had a lovely trip. In your absence, I'm afraid some things in the manor have deteriorated, though I can assure you we tried our best to keep things in order. I hope it doesn't affect your research too much, Bennett. It better not, Bennett. Okay, Arabella Greene, Botany Manor, Somerset. Forgotten Flora. Herbarium by Arabella Greene. So open. Mayflower Publishing House. Dear Arabella Greene, thank you once again for submitting your book proposal, Forgotten Flora. Please send this empty herbarium back to us once you have completed your research, and we'll be in touch with a potential offer. Sincerely, Mayflower Publishing House. Okay. Forgotten Flora, researched and compiled by Arabella Greene. Okay, so maps. Okay, so we have 5 chapters, it looks like. Chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We still have Fresh Start, Survivors of Adversary, Peculiar Petals, Botanical Allies, and Climbing Up. Okay, so we get maps in this. Okay, so it looks like we're looking after certain plants. I'm assuming once we leave here, we'll probably find out what we have to collect. So a fresh start. Okay, so ideal soil temperatures for Mediterranean wildflowers. So we have Spain, Portugal, France, Greece, Sicily, and Morocco. We have grassland flowers, meadow flowers, coastal flowers, volcanic flowers, and woodland flowers. So that'll probably come in handy at some point. Okay, clues. Important clues get added to the herbarium when you can assign them to plants. If you're stuck tracking, clues can help you organize and validate your research. So, Ammonia februar. I want to grow the windmill wort to filter the smoggy air in my conservatory, but I'll need to research its temperature requirements first. I haven't filled on all the right clues for this plant. Okay, so... yeah, so we'll have to, I'm assuming, figure out probably where it's from and what type of region it grows best in. Yeah, the windmill wort. So it is a volcanic flower. Okay, so a volcanic flower. So it could be in 50 degrees, 45, or 60. We just have to figure out where it's from, I'm assuming. Ooh, it's very foggy in here. Can't go through there just yet. Okay, so postcard from Marianne. Okay, it says, Dearest Arabella, on my hike I came across the windmill wort, a flower that only grows in Sicily. Some locals told me the flower has air purifying qualities, but due to its bespoke temperature requirements for plants the plants rarely blooms. Maybe the flower could help with the smog pollution in your conservatory. Your friend and peer, Marianne. Oh, Marianne's a genius because she just gave me the information because it's from Sicily. So Somerset falls victim to industrial smog. I can barely see. Horse bus drivers refuse to work in these conditions. Okay, so it's volcanic flower and it's from Sicily. Oh, let's check here. Okay, so we've got, I think we just picked up seeds. Yeah, so here's the seed, I'm assuming. Add clue. Is this? Add a clue. Oh, temporal chart, postcard, and wildflowers. Okay, so I'm assuming that means we're correct. We've gotten all those. Okay, so potting instructions. Place pot on saucer, add soil to pot, plant a seed, water the seed, which that's pretty. Okay, what are these? Are these just extra pots? That's actually got a flower on it. Oh, I mean do that. How do I put it down? Oh. Yeah, see, those all look the same. So I'm assuming it's like... Oh, okay, so that empties it. I'm assuming, like, if you messed up, possibly. That's the compost bin. Okay, so we've got the seed. Now, the temperature, it's from Sicily. Volcanic flowers, 60 degrees Celsius. Right now, it looks like it's at 20. Okay, 60. Okay, we've added the place pot on saucer, add soil, plant a seed, water the seed. Okay, so now we should just have to water it. Okay, now do I do something with this? Maybe we have to do multiples? Oh, dummy. Oh my god. It just sat here for like ever. Oh, I got an idea. It's growing. We did it. It just took me a few minutes to realize that that was there. Oh yeah, it really, ooh, very pretty. Okay, it says the windmill wort naturally grows in volcanic soil, which is why it requires a soil temperature of 60 degrees Celsius. The bud contains air purifying qualities, so the flower can filter its environment from dense smog. Really nice graphics. I like this. Am I supposed to do something with this? Probably means I don't need these. There we go. Oops, sorry, flower. We'll put that there, because I have a feeling I'm going to have to bring stuff back here and probably plant it. Now we can make it outside. Oh, everything's just so bright and pretty. I like it. Ooh. Drawing from nature. Weird. Fungi. Okay. As I've explained before in many of my videos, I love exploring everywhere, so I'm going to look over every inch that I possibly can. Ooh, you can see our house. Botany Manor, home of the Greene family. I'm currently busy researching. Please leave all deliveries in the gatehouse and ring the bell, Arabella. Oh, I wonder if we'll hear that. Okay, we got the entrance garden key. Definitely probably need that. Alright, so let's hear this one. Wow, that's beautiful. Alright. And have a look around. My dear friend, good luck on your trip. I would have loved to join you like in our younger days, but your tales about the trip will suffice when we next meet. I'll never forget the Maria Jackson passage you once highlighted to me. In examining plates, you take the authority of others, whereas in botany, as in all other things, we can make little progress if we do not see for ourselves. Well, now you must travel and see some interesting specimens for yourself. I am inspired and look forward to hearing all about it. Your friend always, Eleanor. Okay. Oh, we can sit. Oh, how did I do that? Oh, it's a little bird. It's so adorable. Okay, orchid, or orchard, we're gonna need a key. Oh my goodness, this place looks like it's gonna be huge. Okay, lock from the other side. Oh, it's windy over in that corner. It's kind of strange. Alright, I don't see anything around here, so let's go ahead and head inside. Okay, looks like we have a new potting area, so we don't always have to go back there. White duck. My dearest Arabella, I hope this letter finds you well as you set off for London on your important trip. The thought of you in the bustling city working on your ambitions both excites and worries me. Time has indeed passed, and yet your determination for your field remains inspiring to me. I never imagined all those years ago that we would be writing to each other in our 5th decade about such endeavors. I look forward to hearing about your progress, and of course, let me know how I can be of assistance upon your return. Your loving sister, Elizabeth. We're going to sit in the chair. Survivor of adversity. Okay, 2 new plants have been added. Okay, so I came across the Fulgaria when I was caught in a terrible thunderstorm. I'm interested to learn more about its growth and requirements. I haven't filled in all the right clues for this plant, so see packet location grand staircase. And then we have the ash plume. This might be a tough case to crack, and that's located in the rose garden. Looks like we have to collect a lot of clues. Okay, Taunton to London Paddington. Issued for return journey, first class. Elderly discount applied. July 9th, 1890. It's hilarious. We have a tree in our living room. Or foyer, I guess. It's more like it. Lady Arabella Greene, I'm pleased to let you know that your family tree is complete, carefully tracing the history of your lineage. As per your request, I've altered the customary presentation, now displaying the maiden names of the ladies in your family, rather than their current names acquired through marriage. Should you require any further adjustments or have additional inquiries, I remain at your service. Yours, Robert Hinchley, genealogist. Okay, so there's Arabella. She's right there in the middle. And then there's her sister Elizabeth. Okay, looks like Arabella's never been married, but Elizabeth has been. So she's the one who had Greene put back on there, even though she was a Hopgood. We also have 2 brothers. Or those cousins. Those might be cousins. Yeah, those are cousins. I was thinking because they were in the line there with them, but they're not attached to the tree trunk there, so. Alright, dang, where to start? Arabella's parents. Okay, we have our Fulguria seed. Ooh, that's a neat looking seed. Blurry photo. Camera experiment 1, 10/5/1890. I purchased a new camera and flash lamp to document my flowers. The picture looks a little blurry though. I'll have to investigate the camera settings. Okay, dark photo. Camera experiment 3. The picture's so dark, impossible to see the flowers. I can't believe how quickly I ran out of that incredibly expensive flash powder. Okay, and then here's the well-lit photo. That was experiment 2. I'm very pleased with the picture. It looks like I'm getting the hang of this camera. Okay, so nothing over there. This looks promising. Possibly. Okay, we got sulfur, potassium, magnesium, phosphor, sodium, titanium, zinc, and barium. Chemical disposal. Yeah, so that's probably something we're going to end up coming back to. Okay, the art of painting. Okay, some ancient Celtic tribes practiced the coming of age ritual. This meant that when someone was considered old enough, it was time to prove themselves worthy of staying in the tribe. One of these rituals involved picking a flower in the woods, though not just any flower, of course. The gatherer had to find the Fulguria, for this flower is known to only bloom during thunderstorms. Keeping a cool head while lightning flashes were striking left and right of you was considered the ultimate test of courage. Okay, so that's for the other flower. Or no, that's for this one, yeah. Got the two flowers mixed up. Wait, did it come from... Okay, it had not come from here. Arabella and Elizabeth. Ooh, I'm gonna sit in the comfy chair. Ah, nice comfy chair. Your new Lumen Photographer flash lamp. Fill the canister with flash powder, close the container, press the button connected to the camera and the Lumen flash lamp. Witness a bright flash. Spectacles. Assuming we'll have to photograph the plant, possibly? It's the glass plate. Developing. That's probably where you put it in, then you close it. Okay, there's flash powder. Okay, Lady Arabella, these past weeks I have been seeing lots of bright flashes coming from the back room of your house. It scares my cows immensely as they think a storm must be coming. My milk production has taken a hit because of this, and if you enjoy fresh milk in your morning cup of tea, I would advise you to keep the flashes to a minimum. Farmer Charles. Well, sorry about that, Charles boy, my boy. Can I take this with me? Chemical composition, potassium and magnesium, 2-to-1 ratio. So that should mean there's 2 potassium and 1 magnesium. Oh, we got a key to the back terrace. me check again. Potassium, magnesium. That should be the flash powder if I did it correctly. Not that we need it right now, but... Oh. Excuse me. Library hall, we have a code. Looks like it's going to be a letter code. Tree, get out of my way. Okay, so there's nothing up around this area, so we'll head to the other side. That's where we came through. So we're going to go over here. Dartmoor all year round. Hound Tour, Wistman's Wood, Becky Falls. Home to breathtaking sights, the Dartmoor line. Okay, kitchen, that's locked. Okay, pyrophils. Fire has the potential to be among the most devastating forces of nature. Despite this, humans have developed the ability to invent, wield, and attempt to manage it. Meanwhile, certain species in the plant kingdom have evolved to adapt and flourish in the face of fire. In areas where forest fires occur frequently, pyrophiles have learned to rely on fire as a crucial part of their life cycle. Facts about pyrophiles. Their seeds typically possess tough shells. Some pyrophiles only bloom when surrounded by smoke aromas from their natural habitat. Okay. It's Curiosities in the Natural World. Okay, painting room, that's locked. Okay, back terrace. Crawl through the window. Okay, so here we can do a plant. Flowering plants, Great Britain. Anne Pratt. Okay, so other than that, there's nothing really over on this side. Okay, seed log. A summary of some seeds I've gathered this year and the location I found them at. Cal parsley, Blackdown Hills, poppy, Cheddar Gorge, buttercups, Steert Marshes, ash plume, Wistman's Wood, wood anemone, Hawfold comb, wild thyme, Colburn Wood, and foxglove, Ford Abbey. Okay, we have the ash plume. Okay, the seed lock should be a clue for that. Says it might be a tough case to crack. Does that mean it has a hard shell? Okay, formal gardens. My dear friend Arabella, a friend of mine visited the Americas and brought back a pair of fabulous gray squirrels. They are the latest trend in garden decorations. All of my neighbors have sent for them as well. It was a great investment. The 2 squirrels have now started a big family, and my garden is full of the darling little critters. One thing I did notice is I haven't seen a red squirrel in my garden for some time now. How odd. You must visit soon and see the squirrels for yourself. Ever yours, Grace. Yeah, that was probably a bad idea. Thursday. Jimmy broke another mortar. That boy really needs to learn how to grind spices without breaking down my kitchen. Lady Arabella may not be best pleased with me asking for a new one. The last mortar took years to be sorted. She's so scatterbrained, always off on her fancy research trips. Shopping list: flour, milk, potato, eggs, leeks, carrots. Rude. Okay, we got the kitchen key. Okay, we'll come back there. So it looks like it's going to a whole nother area. Dear Lady Greene, we received your letter applying to study botany at our College of Natural Sciences along with your enclosed drawings. We do not at present have never admitted women to study at the college. Botany is a serious science conducted in laboratories and lecture halls. By all means, continue to pursue your hobby, tending to your garden and domestic space where it may be appreciated. Positions at the college are reserved for serious scholars whose studies will go on to be well utilized in career and botanical experiments. Therefore, with all politeness, we do not offer these valuable positions to amateurs that should otherwise be taken up by genuine academics. Signed, Professor John Arlingtonham. That sounds like a jerk. Oh, there's the broken mortar. Okay, the history of Dartmoor. The professor will present how the moor was once covered in majestic forest and woods, how early settlers came to the area and cleared most of the trees for pasture using fire as their method of choice. It promises to be a fascinating story of how the moorland we know and love today came into existence. Well, that's probably okay, and I think these other ones are a clue with this one. Okay, Hazel's priceless recipes from the home farm workshop in every department of human endeavor. Roasted chestnuts. This is a simple recipe, perfect to warm this cold winter nights. You can use any edible chestnuts. They are easily foraged. The main difficulty with chestnuts is that they have a tough shell, but luckily they're easy to crack open with the help of fire. Simply place the nuts in a pan above the fire and wait until you hear a pop. This means the chestnuts are nicely roasted and ready to eat. Okay, so we know what we have to do with that. That will be for those other flowers. It's another clue for that one. So, okay, anything... Okay. Oh, oops, wrong button. Oh, goody, we have to weigh something? Mysterious symbol. Don't know what we have to weigh yet. That could be something later on. I didn't see a weight with anything. The ancient oaks stand tall in Wisman wood. Covered in moss, they withstood the test of time, though none can tell the sorrows that did befall those trees in Wisman wood. To someone special. Dearest Hazel, I picked you some roses from the garden to cheer you up. When you're done with your work in the kitchen, would you like to meet me for a cup of tea in the back garden? The pond is very lovely this time of year. Warm regards, Mr. Bennett. Okay, I don't think I can go in there. Another porcelain duck. Birch logs, cherry logs, maple logs, oak logs. I think that is something with breaking open the chestnut. Home smoking and curing. Using the home smoker, this type of wood to use in your smokery is of great importance, though which one to pick depends entirely on your personal taste and preferences. Burning wood from different types of tree produces different smoke aromas. This is due to different chemical compositions in each type of smoke and has great impact on the flavor of your smoked food. So in summary, choose your wood logs with care. Smoked foods. Okay. All right, let's go work on that one flower. Where's the, there's a potting thing over here, wasn't there? Or did that? I don't remember where it was now. There we go. Okay, so we're going to take this and take its picture, which is not this way. It's the other way. There we go. There's that one. Okay, so the Phlogaria only grows during thunderstorms, where the flashes of lightning provide the bright light the flower needs to bloom. Because it's dangerous growing conditions, not many people have witnessed its beauty. Okay, so this might be a tough case to crack. Okay, the poem should go with it. And the smoking book? Okay, so can I look at... How do I get back to the clues? Do I actually have to go look at them? I mean... Can I get the seed? I wonder if I have to... Yeah, see, I didn't think that was going to work because we have to cook it. Okay, now we have this, and it's open. Okay, now I'm not sure what to do with it. I wanted to... There's got to be a way to look at the stuff I've found. So see, once it locks the clues in, it's not letting me click on them. Where was that book? I don't know. I'm at a loss to what kind of wood it is, and it hasn't really said. Oh, oak. It's oak. Oh my god. Are you... Okay. The ancient oaks. Oak log. How dumb is that? Ooh, neat. Okay, the ash plume is a pyrophile, evolved to survive harsh forest fires. Its seed cracks open with extreme heat, and afterwards the oak smoke from its habitat, Wisman Woods, indicates it's safe to bloom. Oh, we have a delivery. I'm coming. Okay, we've got the orchard key. Is that the delivery? Oh, dear Lady Greene, we are pleased to deliver a new key for your orchard gate. We hope you enjoy the gate. Don't hesitate to visit us again should you need further metalwork or decoration for the manor. Sincerely, John Babbage. Okay. So now we have the orchard key. So I guess we're going to head over that way. If I remember where it is from here. Let's see. Let's go to index. Maps. Okay, I'm at the gatehouse. We want to get to the orchard. Okay, so that's on the left side of the fountain. Thankfully, they give you a map, because I'm pretty sure I'd get lost and confused here. Okay, Chapter 3, Peculiar Petals. Okay, so we have the pixie tears. This flower is closely associated with orchards. I wonder why. See the location in the orchard. And then we have the wolf glove. The small flower has long tubular petals. How interesting. Seed packet located in the orangery. This game reminds me a little bit of Strange Horticulture, which if you haven't heard of that or seen that, I actually did a video on that a couple months back. So, you know, go check out my channel and check that one out. It was a lot of fun. Dear niece, I have gathered a selection of my cherished toys and books, among them my beloved Piggy. I highly recommend the nursery rhymes. They are charming as well as educational. Though I'll take no offense should they put your little one straight to sleep. With all my affections, Auntie Arabelle. Okay, the wolf glove. High in the mountain top so steep grows a flower that's hard to keep. Its petals delicate and bright, whistling in the wind with all their might. The mountaineers who climb up high listen for a whistle as they try to find their way amidst the snow and reach the summit, cheeks aglow. With every step they hear it loud, the wolf's glove howl clear and proud, guiding them through paths unknown to reach the summit and call it home. Okay, so this is obviously a plant that's used to colder weather. At least it would seem to me. Dearest Arabella, how are you getting on in your garden? I hope it's not getting too much for you on your own these days. Our mutual friend mentioned you had been struggling to germinate the ash plume. Have you tried making sure there's fresh compost in the pot? Stubborn seeds often need that to grow. I'll visit you sometime, and perhaps I can find a way to crack the seed for you. I can show you the book I've been working on at the same time. Yours sincerely, Charles Tucker, Esquire. Who's leaving sandwiches out here? I want to eat the sandwich. Okay, so we got the Pixie Tears seed. Notes on soil additives. Sometimes I need to add extra nutrients to the soil. I found the following amounts to work best with my different pots. Okay, so the fairy one's probably going to have a certain pot we have to put it in, perhaps. The Heritage of Orchard, a preservation of endangered apple varieties. Biscuits. Different types of apples. Cider making and apple blending. Sugar, tannins, and acid values given per single apple. Okay, so it looks like it depends on what type of apple you use. So we have a Knobby Rosset, a Dabnet, a Foxwhelp, Brown Snout, Pitmaston Pine, Cat's Head, Kingston Black, Greenups Pippin, Lord Peckover, Seymour's Delight, Bitter Green Streak, and Merlin's Mist. Okay, there's some more apples. Okay, here's the type they are, so we'll probably need that one. I bet we need Merlin's Mist. I mean, it makes sense for a fairy seed. Some more apples. This is going to smash the apple, I'm assuming. Okay, but we have to find more clues on how to get the seed to grow. Red campion. Oh, foxglove. Spring dance shrub, hyacinth, primrose, pixie tear. Bluebell, cradle fern. Tincture of iodine, perfect for preparing microscopic slides. Okay, chloroplast. In the world of plants, the sun is the ultimate source of energy. Chloroplasts, small organelles inside the cells of a plant, are responsible for capturing the light from the sun and converting it into sugar through photosynthesis. However, not all plants have chloroplasts. Some plants rely on organic matter from their energy and do not photosynthesize. They have lost their chloroplasts over time and have instead adapted to obtain energy by absorbing sugars through their roots. It is therefore recommended to add a certain amount of sugar to the soil when cultivating these particular plants. Okay, so more than likely the fairy one needs that. You see, that one's green, so that must have them. Yeah, chloroplast is seen using a microscope. So that means this one, it does not use them. Okay, orchard mosaic. History of England. Okay, priest holes. Back in the Middle Ages, during the reign of Queen Elizabeth, all Catholics were prosecuted by law. Therefore, some households built secret rooms in case they needed to hide a priest that was visiting their family home. Many of these are so-called priest holes were designed and built by Nicholas Owen. Only the owner of the house and Nicholas himself knew about the location. Because of this, it is thought that there may be many undiscovered priest holes throughout England to this day. Lady Arabella, thank you for inviting me to Botany Manor last Monday. As a historian, I found it wonderful to see an authentic medieval manor, especially one as beautiful as yours. I apologize again for not being able to locate the priest hole in your house, although I'm convinced it exists and we'll find it one day. It won't be easy, they tend to be hidden well, and sometimes require elaborate mechanisms to open. Kind regards, Professor Pennyworth. Oh, is he related to Alfred Pennyworth? Lady Arabella, I have received your request for repairs to the roof of your garden tower. Alas, I must confess that I am not the man to undertake this task. It may have escaped your notice that the tower in your orchard is known to locals as the Turbulent Tower. It is believed that a poltergeist dwells within its walls. Legend says that the spirit is evil and brings ferocious winds upon anyone who dares enter the tower. I don't want to provoke the wrath of this ghost, and I advise you to refrain from meddling with the tower. Willie the Builder. Just do what you're told, Willie. I'm sure you're about ready to be paid pretty well. Okay, nanometer. Oh, that didn't go very far. Oh, so something needs a breeze. Oh yeah, there's different windows, so that's probably going to be for the wolf glove flower. It's going to have, it has to have certain temperature, so. Okay, tower wind research, test 1 and 6. Wind speed 35 on the 3rd floor, wind speed 50 on the 2nd floor, wind speed 45 on the 4th, wind speed 20 on the 1st, wind speed 40 on the 4th. Somehow my animator broke. I hope there isn't a poltergeist in the tower. After all, wind speed 25 on the 5th floor. Alpine Exploration, the Mountaineer's Guide to Alpine Exploration. Yeah, this is going to have something to do with the wolf. Flower says, be sure to wear the correct gear when climbing. The winds in the Alps can be fierce and changeable. It is advised to wear thick, warm clothing and sturdy boots with good grip. Mont Blanc, Matterhorn, Jungfrau, Zugspitze, Eiger, Wolfsman, Mount Weisshorn, Triglav, Grand Paradiso, and Mount Vintrux. So it's probably going to be a specific area that plant grows in. Oh, okay, here's the rose garden, so we just open the door there. We have the painting room key. Dear Lady Arabella, as you can see, the staircase of the orangery collapsed in your absence. I've already written to the builder in hopes he wants to sort it out, though as you know, he can be difficult to pin down. I do apologize if this is getting in the way of your research. I don't suppose you can find another way to the bottom level. Dearest Arabella, we made it up to the Alps. We are so sad that you couldn't join us this time, but we understand you're busy creating your herbarium. Yesterday we were lost on a hike until suddenly we heard a strange whistling tune. We followed the sound and soon enough we discovered it. It was coming from a tiny flower. If only you had been there to tell us what kind of flower it was. Your loving friend always, Natty. Well, that's the wolf one. Arabella Greene, Botany Manor, Somerset. From Natty Golding. we can't get down there. Okay, so we have our fairy tier. Or a pixie tier. But what are we supposed to... Okay, so it needs a lot of sugar. Certain amount of sugar, so we don't really know yet. Let's head up, check the painting room real quick. I think we can get to it from the open area. Door that we just opened. Might be the fastest. Yep. Okay, the manor was constructed in 1593. Dear Miss Greene, your research proposal on the structure of coastal plants was of quaint interest. We have no plans to fund a small project like this, but perhaps if you were set on botanical field work, you might also assist Professor Montague in his work on British meadow orchids. I'm sure your natural aptitude for domestic duties would be much appreciated. Might I also recommend John Lindley's book, Ladies' Botany, or A Familiar Introduction to the Study of the Natural System of Botany. It is an elementary book for those unscientific readers, and one I have heard is a suitable amusement for ladies such as yourself. A being about a mother who wishes to teach her children about plants. Respectably, J.W. Surtees. Oh yeah, respectably my butt. Okay, Meadow Orchids Research Team, 1862. Professor John Montague, Anne Montague, Robert Brown, and Arabella Greene. Flowers and paintings. Lady Arabella, I was wondering if I could join Mr. Bennett into town later this afternoon to place an order for a new kitchen scale. The one we have is rather ancient, and I'm afraid it's not suitable for measuring flour to make my delicious scones. If you would let me know your decision before the afternoon, that'd be lovely. In your service, Mrs. Patterson. Okay, symbology. A study wherein the discerning reader will find a history of use of religious and folkloric symbols throughout the art of the world. Okay, religious symbols. Triskelion, Neolithic, Taijutsu, Taoism. I'm sure I mispronounced most of these. Star and Crescent, Islam, Will of Dharma, Buddhism, Star of David, Judaism, Angus Dai, Catholicism, Ike Encore, Sikhism, Hinduism. That's it. Botanical painting. My dearest Arabella, in gardens fair, your grace the scent of a flower rare. Your presence beams with radiant light, a lily's charm so pure and white. Your hands like petals soft and fine, in tender touch a lure divine. And in your eyes a brilliance glows, as daisies fair in spring's repose. Oh, how I long to have you near, to cherish you, my heart sincere. Like roses freshly cut, you'd be the trophy of my home with glee. Well, it would sound all great till you said, be the trophy of my home. notes. Okay, so honestly, there wasn't really anything there. I wonder I'm supposed to figure out which flower is used. Or, I mean, apple. Pot notes. Yeah, I remember. Okay, I'm not sure which apple we're supposed to get just yet. So I've been thinking about that priest hole, because there could be something that's in that other area, and I'm thinking, wait, let's go this way. The only symbol that stands out was that one in the kitchen. So let's check over there real quick. I think, yeah, I need to go to the kitchen, but that's where I think it is. Because there's the kitchen and the service hall. 1593. I wonder if maybe... Because I think those weights have something to do with it. Yeah, see, that's the Catholic symbol. Maybe it's 15... Oh, yes. Oh, it's dusty. Goodness. There's all kinds of freaking spiders down here. Ugh, is that black mold? Another duck. Ooh, this place is dusty. Okay, my lord, was that Grainer? Thou hast ventured mightily in granting me refuge within these walls, and for such favor I remain sternly indebted to thee. The cunning of a Little John in this establishment of this sanctuary doth inspire awe. A saint he is to our brethren and sisters who have sought refuge from the harsh rule of Queen Elizabeth and King James. Pray extended my gratitude unto thee, cook, for the substance provided, a welcome respite from Brother Michael's oft-repeated fare of leeks and potatoes. With the most earnest of thanks, I entreat that this missive shall not mark our final communion, and that our faith may endure unbroken. Yours with devotion, R. Blunt. Aha, there we go. And there's my wolf glove seeds. And I bet there's another clue for it as well. Matterhorn. Paris. Lady Mountaineers Club. First outing, 1858. The Society for Botanical Science meets every second and fourth Wednesday from 6 o'clock at the Assembly Rooms in Stroud. A prospective applicant must be supported by 3 existing gentlemen of the society, along with evidence or research showing his dedication to the advancement of science of botany. Widows of existing fellows receive honorary membership to attend annual social events. This month's lecture is on the importance of laboratory and investigation. Okay, Field Trip Journal, July 30th of 1862. Today marks the beginning of an intriguing adventure as I join Professor John Montague, his wife Anne Montague, and fellow botanist Robert Brown on our field trip to study British meadow orchards. Everybody's enthusiasm for the subject is infectious. August 3rd of 1862. Today Professor Montague gathered all of us to examine a South Marsh orchid, though upon arrival I noticed it had a much more hooded appearance and could be a new species entirely. I pointed this out. Professor Montague laughed and explained he was simply testing us. Is that it? Oh, good. Now we've repaired the stairs and can get there. I don't know if it added any other clues. I don't think it did. Oh, coin collection. Okay, so this small flower has long tubular petals. How interesting. Okay, now I think we have to figure out area they went to. I think in order to figure out, what the wind speed needs to be. Okay, so... see, where was... Here it is. Okay, the ram. Because the Alps encompasses a lot of areas. There we go. Weissenhorn, Switzerland. Okay, so I gotta look at this first. Here it is, Mount Weisshorn. How was I missing that? Okay, that's at 40. So that would be 4th floor. Oh wait, hold on. Let me go down. I wonder if... I just thought of something. I bet the windows look like a specific way. That I can't just go to the 4th floor. I wish I could look at the clues in my index. That would make things a lot easier. Okay, so the bottom one, half the windows open. And then 3 and 4 are fully open. Okay. Take 2. Oh, there we go. That's pretty cool looking. It even makes that neat whistling sound, too. It says, the wolf grove grows in Mount Weisshorn where the weather is just right. When the wind hits its tubular petals, a howling sound can be heard. Mountaineers are familiar with this flower and use it to navigate on foggy days. Oh no, I don't need to go up. I need to go down. Okay, now we just have to do the pixie flower. I gotta go down. One more. Oh, technically two more. Okay, now for the apple thing, I think we have to add well, I don't know if it's two. It could be 2 to 3, maybe 4 apples that are going to equal 97 is what my guess is, because I went through and looked at all the clues and I did not see anything that was talking about a specific flower or apple, sorry. Okay, so this has a 7 in it, so I'm going to guess Merlin's Mist. And we have to get, what was it, a 97, right? That would be 60. Okay, so possibly the Knobby Russet, the Cat's Head, and the Merlin's Mist. Okay, so Knobby Russet is the weird looking one, which is right here. Merlin's Mist is a really cool blue looking one. Yep. And the Cat's Head is the lumpy, it's a green one, it's got a lumpy bottom. This one. Hopefully that's right. Oh, I think it worked. Oh, little butterfly. Okay, it says the pixie tears no longer contain chloroplasts, which are organelles responsible for photosynthesis. Instead, the pixie tears obtain sugar through their roots, which it commonly finds in the apples from orchards. Okay, so that's those two. Oh, we got another delivery. Oh, meant to turn. That's neat. I like that wind sound. It's probably going to be another key. Dear sister, I'm so glad to hear you have returned safely from your travels. While you were away, I changed the code for the library door lock. Each time I visit, as I know some of grandmother's valuable items are kept in the secret vault. The new code for the door is the 3 initials of my name, to make it easy for you to remember. I hope we can meet soon. I look forward to hearing all about your adventures. Your loving sister, Elizabeth. Okay, well that's easy. We got the family tree. So it's either with her maiden name or her married name. So E-A, we'll try G. And it is, which way is that? I don't remember where the locked door is. Oh wait, it's not this way. It's this way. Yeah, it's right here. Okay, then it's H. There we go. I knew it was either her maiden name or her married name. Thank you. Dear Lady Greene, thank you kindly for the flower books you sent for my daughters. To this day, they still show an interest in learning more about plants and painting. I'm keen that my daughters have access to a good education, so I hope you don't mind me putting it upon you that you might be able to teach them somehow. Your dedication and knowledge seem so rare and inaccessible elsewhere for young girls like mine. I hope you will consider my proposal. Sincerest regards, Olive Campbell. Okay, the study door is locked, but this one's not. Okay, we have botanical allies. 4 plants, dang. Okay, with the nightfall. I vaguely recall my grandmother studying the nightfall when I was young. The sapphire gloom. Judging by the name, I don't believe this is to be an edible mushroom. That only has 2 clues, though. Cradle fern. The past years, these ferns have drastically declined on the banks, so I feel compelled to research any changes in their environment. And the brook chalice. My friend wrote to me about the brook chalice, which made me want to research them. Okay. The golden fish. One bright morning, a poor fisherman caught a shining golden fish. The fish cried, "Please let me live. I am not a fish, but a prince enchanted by a wicked spell." Oh, that's funny. My daughter read this story in her school like a year or 2 ago. So the fisherman let the fish go free. When the fisherman's wife learned of this, she demanded the fish grant a wish in return for his freedom. A cottage instead of a hovel where they lived, so the fisherman returned to the shore, and the fish granted their wish. But the wife was greedy and demanded riches, a palace, and servants. All the while, the ocean became darker, and the shore was black with dirt. Finally, the wife wished to be so powerful that she could grant wishes for herself. In return for this greedy request, the fish revoked all the wishes it had granted. After that, the ocean became blue again, the shore clean, and the fisherman never saw the golden fish ever again. New Year's Ball to be given at Somerset Hall, Thursday, 4th January of 1860. Supper is at 6 o'clock. Good music and attendance. E. Grimes, proprietor. Cousin, wash your hands and accompany me. You won't find a husband at the bottom of the garden. T. Well, I mean, she might if she meets a guy that likes flowers just as much as she does, and, botany and stuff. The rising sun. The hare and the tortoise. At midday, a hare and tortoise took a walk together. The hare moved quickly and noticed the tortoise struggling to keep up. The hare laughed and challenged the tortoise to a race. The tortoise accepted. A course was decided and the race began. The hare immediately leapt out of sight, but then laid down to take a nap, sure that the tortoise would never catch up. The tortoise plodded slowly on, making his way towards the finish line. When the hare awoke from his nap, he opened his eyes just in time to see the tortoise crawling slowly across the finish line. The proud hare had been so sure that he would win, and underestimated the tortoise. As the tortoise crossed the finish line, he exclaimed, "Slow and steady wins the race." Wait, I thought I saw something up above me. That was kind of weird. The Fox and the Crow. One evening, a fox was in search of something to eat for dinner. He saw the crow sitting on a tree branch holding a big piece of tasty cheese in her beak. So the fox came up with a plan. He walked up to the crow and complimented her shiny black feathers. The crow was suspicious of the fox and kept her beak tightly closed on the cheese. The fox kept on charming the crow, describing her as the most majestic of all birds with a big strong beak. "Oh, what a song that beak must make! It must be the song of a queen. Please, beautiful crow, let me hear it." Flattered by the praise, the crow forgot all about her suspicions and also her dinner. So she opened her beak wide to utter her loudest caw, and down fell the cheese, straight into the fox's open mouth. I have a feeling this is going to be used for one of them. Oh no, I didn't mean to push that. There we go, now I popped him out. It would probably have to hit them in a certain order, I would assume. Wonders of the Night Sky. I'm going to sit in this chair. Okay, I didn't find a study key. Let's see, where does it say that in Grandma's vault? Yeah, I probably get 2 with these, but... Okay, so perhaps it's the fox and the crow? I mean, how do I know what order I put them in? It's the fish. Yeah, how am I supposed to know what order these go in? Is there maybe something on the stained glass, perhaps? No. Okay, that's not right. So I wonder... See if there's anything that stands out on it. Wait, one evening. Oh, okay. Wonders of the night sky. One bright morning. Okay, so far it would be the fish. Tortoise and the hare. Okay, the rising sun. So the rising sun. Oops. The fish. The tortoise and the hare. There we go. This took me a few minutes. Sunset 1st of May, red, orange, yellow, pink. Sunset 22nd of May, blue, yellow, pink, orange. Sunset 8th of July, blue, purple, pink, orange. London record. Lindley appointed chair of botany at University College of London after an esteemed early career as assistant secretary to the Horticulture Society and admission as one of the youngest ever fellows to the Linnean Society. John Lindley plans to elevate the science of botany. He spoke thus in his inaugural lecture. It has been very much a fashion of late years in this country to undervalue the importance of this science and to consider it an amusement for ladies rather than an occupation for the serious thoughts of man. Lindley, who also challenged the Linnean classification system, and proposes many changes. Sunset 14th of October, green, blue, pink, orange. Sunset 29th of April, purple, red, orange, yellow. I'm sure that's going to have something to do with something. Okay, we got our first seeds. We have the nightfall seeds. Looks like a moon. That's neat. Got the study key. That's probably what was in that one room we couldn't get to. Okay, nightfall progress. I've been trying to encourage the nightfall to bloom for a little while now. I'm determined to prove that it's more than just a myth. So far, I've deduced that the flower opens at sunset and only during a particular time of year. When exactly that occurs still remains a mystery to me. I shall plant a few more seedlings tomorrow and continue my research. Task for this month. Monitor nightfall seedlings, rose planting list, collect field samples, and seed collections. Okay, so that's probably the pictures on the walls. What was Grandma's research? Does that go with it? I don't know. Okay, we have sunset 25th of June, blue, purple, orange, red. Sunset 12th of September, blue, yellow, orange, red. Sunset 8th of August, blue, purple, red, orange. What was Grandma's research? I don't know if I remember that. I just remember books here. Was it? Said it was in the library. I don't remember what it was. Just go to the study. My dear friend, I've been pondering these last weeks what could be the best way to see your remarkable flora reach the wider world, since it's so seldom we're able to see our work published. Considering your uncle's reputation in the scientific field, have you considered asking him to publish your herbarium under his name? It may not give you the recognition you deserve personally, but it would be a way to reach your goal of adding to the scientific record on botany. Do consider it. I would hate for such important research to stay hidden away. With warmest regards, Anne. Meadow Orchids of Britain. Arabella, I have some more books from the department that may be of interest for your research. One, I recall, was a favorite of your father's. If you have any trouble when you visit the college, tell the secretary you're collecting materials for your uncle. So long as they return before summer's end, the other professors won't notice. Best of luck with your research, Uncle Theodore. Might have something to do with the flower, maybe in the summer. Mushrooms food resource. Just like plants, fungi need food sources to grow strong and healthy. However, some fungi haven't always had access to nutrients through soil and have evolved to retrieve it in different ways. This means they may become carnivorous because they only require the nutrients they need by consuming other living organisms, such as flies, bugs, and plants. Some mushrooms even get their nutrients from feeding on another type of fungus called parasite. Mushrooms growing on a tree is usually a sign that they are consuming the tree, so you should remove them immediately. Not always the case. Okay. Okay, so we got our sapphire gloom. We're going to sit in this uncomfortable looking chair. Oh, we have another tree in the room. Quite large. Tree diseases. Red tree pox. If a tree is infected with red tree pox, many red spots will be visible on the bark. It can usually be cured by adding fertilizer to the soil of the tree. Hypoxylon causes black pouches to form on the barks of trees. It is usually a sign that the tree is lacking in hydration and won't stay alive for much longer. Root parasite. The root parasite is a fungus that forms purple rings on the bark and roots. The parasite leaches the nutrients that the tree retrieves from the soil. Eventually it causes the tree to dry out and lose all its leaves. There is currently no known cure. Bark rust. Bark rust is a disease that isn't very harmful to the tree. It is usually caused by excess hydration and too much sunlight. And we have eggs. Okay. Now let's see. So we got that one. Where's this one? Master bedroom and attic. So we haven't got anything on those yet. Okay, so the sapphire gloom. Past years, ferns have drastically declined on the banks. I wonder if that has something to do with the bird eggs. I doubt bird eggs have something to do with that. Okay, judging by the name, I don't believe this is an edible mushroom. Went right by it. Aha, I remember seeing that. Oh, that helped it. Interesting. Okay, so we finished that one. The Forgotten Flora. Okay, so the sapphire gloom is a wildly misunderstood mushroom. It grows commonly on trees and is opposed to proper relief. The mushroom consumes its parasites rather than the tree itself. Good, now we can get in that room. The Trapped Fairy. Interesting. I'm gonna sit here. Okay, dearest Arabella, I was taking a walk along a river in Somerset recently and noticed a sight that I just had to write to you about. In the water, I saw the brook chalice blooming. I've never seen or heard of it flowering before, and none of my books mention it. It was so beautiful. Do you have any idea what could have caused this? Ever your friend, Edith. Okay, so the attic's locked. Cradle fern. Oh, look, it's got the eggs in it. The ones that look like it has water drops. I'm thinking the fairy painting has to do with this. Aquatic weed removal. Do you have a pond? Do you want to swim in it? Is it covered in slimy weeds? We are specialized removing in the following weeds: algae, Himalayan balsam, brook chalice, duckweed. Make an appointment today. Oh, brook chalice. That goes there. Petition to present to the Honorable House of Commons. In recent years, hunts have been taking place near the Somerset rivers. Tragically, this has led to the decline and even extinction of some bird species. No longer can we hear the beautiful chime-like calls. We call upon the government to regulate hunting near the rivers of Somerset. We ask that they respect the breeding times of wildlife. If you agree, please sign below and return this letter to us. No expense attends signing. Your signature, Arabella Greene. Arabella Greene. I think this has something to do with it, yeah. Okay, I got the seed for it, and I just need one more clue on that one, and I think I know what to do with it. See, some of these are kind of obvious, and then others aren't. Oh, there we go, the Trapped Fairy of Folktale. Once upon a time, there was a little fairy who loved gazing at her own reflection in the water. She lost track of time, and the day turned into night. Nyx, goddess of the night, noticed the little fairy. The moon was shining bright, but the fairy only had eyes for herself. Nyx took offense and decided to punish the little fairy. Nyx placed the fairy into a nightfall and cast a spell on her. She fell in love with the moon and gazed upon the sky all night. As dawn approached, the sun arose, the spell broke. Though, just as the fairy woke from her enchantment, the flower bud closed and trapped the fairy for eternity. My dear Nova, never forgotten. Dearest friend, it seems our interest in visiting the private plant collection of Lord Spencer has gone unacknowledged. While disappointing, I am not sure it is worth pursuing scientific study in such places. On my recent visit to Brinsby, the young man showing us around had barely a basic knowledge of plants, and due to there being a large group of gentlemen in the party, all useful time and erudition was devoted to them and none given to Constance and I. Let us plan another trip of our own, and perhaps we will see these specimens in their home habitats, where they belong. Ever your faithful friend, Eliza. Tincture of red clover. Chamomile red clover seems to soothe hot flushes. For sprain, strains, and joint pain, essence of arnica flower? Yeah, it said hot flushes. I was going to say, was that supposed to say flashes? It's a bathroom. I knew it. Ooh. Sounds like it's going to explode. Okay, so dear Arabella, here is our quote to repair the geyser in your bathroom. The cost might seem high, but trust us, it's a complex job. Best left to the professionals. Have a nice day, Frederick. Yeah, I bet I can do it myself. Possibly. Oh yeah, we're going to have to put a flower in here. Probably the one that needs water. Okay, the bath geyser provides a rapid flow of hot water. Simply turn the tap and instantly hot water will appear. Can be used multiple times in a row without an extra cost. Are any of those clues? Bath geyser is. Which I'm pretty sure has something to do with this one. Or not. Oh, I bet this is... Oops. I bet this is the bath geyser. Oh, okay. Dear Lady Arabella, I wanted to thank you once again for your invaluable contributions during our recent meadow orchid research expedition. Your keen observations and deep knowledge of orchids was so helpful. Your dedication to the field is an inspiration to us all. I look forward to future collaborations and the continued exploration of the botanical world wonders that surround us. I will put in a good word for you with the Botanical Society. Most sincerely, Professor Montague. Okay, we got the attic key. River swimming this season. Dear members, we want to make sure you can all enjoy swimming this summer, so we have cleared the most popular rivers in Somerset of all the aquatic weeds. The River Cam, the River Chew, and the River Summer have all been cleared of weeds thanks to the services of Clark's Aquatic Weed Removal Company. Thank you for your continued support. Thanks to your monthly donations, the rivers of Somerset are clean and weed-free. Health and safety warning. It has been brought to our attention that the factory of Barton Iron Works is illegally dumping scrap metal in rivers across Somerset. These rivers are now polluted with rust, making them unsafe for swimming. Do not swim in the following rivers: River Cam, River Summer, River Chew. The River From was also affected by the waste, though oddly the river is completely clear of rust pollution. We are still researching what led to the effect. Mayor of Somerset. Probably that one plant. Dearest Arabella, I'm writing to share with you an exciting discovery I've made in my botanical studies. It turns out that some plants are particularly sensitive to sound and seem to thrive when exposed to music or melodies from their natural environment. I hope to share more of my findings with you in the near future and would be delighted if you could join me in my research. Your sincere friend, Marianne. Oh, what plants respond to sound? Okay, Rivers of Somerset. Oh, so it gives you the average temperature there. So that's what we'll have to set for the water when we get here. Don't believe we have the seeds yet. I think that's in the attic. Okay, we have bells. Oh, music. Yep. Bird calls. Okay. So the blue heron, the shield duck, the pinwheel, golden mallard, crested owl, silver magpie, red-billed moran, teal tuft duck. Oh, I bet that's the one that holds the eggs. Which is, I believe, this one. Maybe not. I'm not sure. I'm getting some of these things confused, I believe. Okay, well, we'll head up to the attic. Flower growing companion, gardening curiosities, trapped moth. Sometimes a moth can be trapped inside a flower bud if it closes in the morning. The moth is then forced to use the flower bud as a resting place until it opens again later. Some flowers only bloom for short periods during the year, so if the moth is unlucky, the flower bud won't open again until many months later. Moth spotting calendar from southeast England. Okay, we'll probably have to come back for that. There's the moss poster. That's probably for this one. Because it traps the fairy. Rusty pig. Okay, the sight of plants. Sometimes scientists have theorized that plants have photoreceptors in their leaves and stems, which allows them to see the color of light. This means that flowers can tell the time of day and know when to open or close their buds. The exact time that flowers bloom is different from each flower, but most do appear to respond to light and the color of light in some way. Horticulturists and botanists have made use of this knowledge to trick difficult flowers into blooming at any time they like. So yeah, we'll have to use that for the night one. Ah, okay. We'll have to put them in there. My dear niece, I fear the window may be closing for you to find a suitable husband. I have arranged a dinner for you to meet my neighbor's son, Edward. He is successful in business in London. Your cousin William and Thomas may well aspire to become accomplished scientists, but for you, Arabella, it is better to make yourself useful in the small duties of life for which you will be loved and appreciated. Your studious nature will no doubt be valuable should you have a son, but it would be foolish to allow such a folly to come before the important things in life. I am confident that this is what your parents would have wanted. Dinner will be from 5 o'clock on Sunday. Remember to wear a becoming dress. Yours very sincerely, Aunt Agnes. The mallard. The Botanist's Digest, this month in conversation with Professor Montague, leading expert in British meadow orchids. In his word, every plant, every leaf, and every meadow holds a secret waiting to be unlocked. My aim is to simply uncover some of those mysteries. Professor John Montague, renowned botanist, sheds light on his groundbreaking work in the world of Mador orchids and other botanical wonders. With decades of research and numerous publications to his name, Professor Montague's contributions to the field have been nothing short of revolutionary, including discoveries of new species such as the Dacloresius Montague or hood marsh orchid. Oh, okay, we got the seeds. Okay, so we've got that one. Okay, so the nightfall, we have to figure out when it can be, when it opens up, which is at nighttime on a certain time of the year, she said. So certain type of moth. Look at that. Brown with red spots. The garden tiger moth. Okay. So that's a 9. But what does that mean? Maybe September? Yeah, because that would be the 9th month. Okay, so garden tiger, cinnabar, poplar hawk, private hawk. Okay, so maybe it's not necessarily the moths, but the month. Where's the I need the grandma's room. That is in the library. May, July, October, April, June, September. Blue, yellow, orange, red. Okay, let's try that. I need to go back to the attic. There we go. Ooh, that's a neat one. Okay, so we've got the night fall down. Okay, so seeing the nightfall bloom is a rare event. The flower only blooms with September sunsets. Night pollinators active in September, such as the garden tiger, often get trapped once the bud closes for the rest of the year. Okay, we've got that one. So we need to work on this one. Okay, we've got that. And then let's get the... I put something in there that doesn't belong there. This one. There we go. Now this one, I think I know what I have to do with this one. Okay, what is that? The cradle fern. Okay, this is that, this is the music one. Oh, this is in the wrong way. There's that picture. It's the raindrop ones. Now where were the bird eggs? Okay, where were the bird eggs? The study. Crested owl. And I believe that is one of the music ones. Oh, wrong place. I can see like that, like I have to go up higher and stuff, and then I get confused with which side of the house it's on. Okay, it's E, C, D, E, G, F. E, C, D, E, G, F. E, C, G. I forgot again. E, C, D, E, G, F. I think I did it wrong. I won't find out. Yeah, that was wrong. E, C, D, E, G, F. Yep. Okay, so the cradle fern is used by the crested owl as nest. By the crested owl as nest, I think it means as a nest. And in turn, the plant has grown dependent on the owl's chime-like call to grow. Okay, I have to do one last egg for this chapter, which is the brook chalice. Looks like we've got 3 more in the next one. Okay, this one is going to go in the bathroom. Okay, we have to figure out what temperature the water needs to be at, which there was that river painting or poster that's in the bell tower. Was that where we just were? Yeah. Here it is. Okay, so we have to figure out where these ones were, and it was one that was mentioned It was the only one that hadn't lost stuff. Bell Tower, government notice. No, that's not it. Okay, it's on the Cam, Chew, and Summer, so it's probably going to be one of those. The River Frome. Let's see if that's one. I bet you that's it. Yeah, right there. 25 degrees Celsius. Oh, maybe that wasn't right. Okay, so it must not have been the River Frome then. Wait a minute. Rust. It needs rust. So it's the 25. Where do I get rust? I remember seeing it. Where was it? Oh, I know. The that pig toy in the attic that I picked up, because I remember that something could be done with that. Yeah. Rusty pig. I completely forgot about this. So it was the Frome. I had just forgotten the rust. Makes sense. So it's 25. Oh man, I almost took forever for that one for a second. Can't believe I forgot that. There we go. That's a pretty flower. And it clears out the rust. Okay, the brook chalice prefers to grow in rivers with a temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. The plant naturally filters the water from rust and metal. Unfortunately, they get removed often as most people prefer their pond to be weed-free. Okay. I'm assuming we're going to get another gatehouse delivery. Can't be another key, though. Is there a place I was, No, there might have been something on the grounds. Around here somewhere. Like over there might be a lock. I can't remember, but we've only got 3 more plants to figure out, so... Yep, formal garden. Lady Arabella, I apologize wholeheartedly for accidentally taking the key to the formal garden home with me. It was in my pocket, and I had simply forgotten it was there. I didn't want to disturb your research, so I've left the key in the basket here for you, Jimmy. Okay, I think the formal garden was over here. Let's double check them. Yeah, formal garden right here. It's off of 7. The rose garden. Okay. Yep, right there. Okay, chapter 5, climbing up. This is the final chapter. So let's see what plants we've got to look for. Okay, the spring dance shrub. The flower ring bush used to grow in the garden but have completely disappeared when I was off on my travels. Fool's emerald. A friend gifted me these seeds, so I don't know too much about them. And ocelot. A friend of mine found some seeds and was kind enough to let me use them for my herbarium. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Nice little picnic spread. Okay, it was a message. Local man reports mystery signal. A gentleman farmer has reported sightings of mysterious blinking lights coming from caves near his home in Cheddar. In his own words, I was walking my dog and lost track of time a little. It soon became dark and I decided to make the walk back home. On the way to my house, that's repeated twice. On the way to my house is a tiny cave, and as I walked by, I noticed a blinking light pattern cast from the cave entrance. I was sure it was one of those Morse code messages. When I approached the cave, the light source vanished and nobody was there. I'm convinced that what I saw was the Morse code abbreviation for attention. I'll never forget that one abbreviation, as it was the first message I learned in Morse code. Local authorities have assured our journalists that there have been no recent military activity or exercises in the area. So the mystery remains unsolved. Okay, it's a nice little garden area. Ooh, spooky. So we got seeds. So we have the spring dance shrubs. Sit in this chair here. Here's our potting area. See, this area is just almost as big as everything else. Excuse me. Mr. Bennett, the telegraph you ordered arrived while you were at the farmer's market. They delivered it by boat. I left it at the boathouse since I didn't know where you'd like to keep it. There appears to be a Morse code manual inside the case as well, Jimmy. Okay, that's going to have something to do with one of the flowers. My sweet Hazel, are you keeping well today? Jimmy's only gone and broken the lawnmower again. If it weren't for my war injury, I wouldn't be letting him loose with the mower. He said he ran over some hard objects down in the long grass near the pond, and I had a brief look about and couldn't see anything. Sometimes I wonder about that boy's sensibilities. Save me some of your lovely scones. Yours always, Mr. Bennett. Okay, communication. Over long distance, the method of communication over long distance must be selected according to the requirements of the scenario. If the message contains no sensitive information or there is no enemy present with the communication area, an open method of communication such as telegraphy may be used. If open communications is permissible, both receivers may still benefit from the abbreviation of message. See Plate 2 for a table of commonly used military abbreviations using telegraphy and Morse code. Closed communication methods rely more upon both technology and ingenuity in the... There's nothing else there, and it shows case of security and obfuscation. Planning is required, and both parties must have knowledge of the method of encrypted use. A brief history of long-range military communications, ancient Greece, water telegraphy, and torch telegraphy. Ancient Rome, smoke signaling, 16th century, beacons and pigeons, 18th century, Mur shuttle telegraph, 18th century, radiated telegraph, 19th century, Morse code. Okay, so that's probably going to come in handy with one of those flowers. Probably going to have to use like blinking lights or something. Okay, seaweed, wood ash, guano, manure, coffee, peat. Okay, the flower growing companion. Tips for growing hydrangeas. Hydrangeas are beautiful flowers that contain anthocyanin, which is a pigment that can change color depending on the pH level of its environment. The colors can vary between red, purple, and blue. I like hydrangeas. Goddard's garden supplies. New materials for garden pots. Terracotta, granite to suit all gardens. We have new materials for garden pots. Sandstone, marble, and obsidian. Oh, okay. Probably have to use a certain one for one of the flowers. Okay, let's go up here. Oh, hey, that was the first actual living thing that we've seen. Hello, little bird. Probably have to put this in specific spots. It seemed to love it. Oh my goodness. Oh, this leads back to the front of the manor. Okay. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, so Athocyan's research, spring dance shrub, blue, violet, purple, white, pink, red. Pigment research, okay. Soil, yes, see, there we go. Granite, terracotta, obsidian, marble, sandstone. Okay, so one of these has to have a specific pot. Dear Miss Greene, I've recently heard of your involvement in the mentoring of aspiring botanists. Botany is a field that demands a thorough understanding of its complexities, and while I admire your dedication, the saying, the blind leading the blind, does come to mind. All jest aside, I do hope your endeavors in mentoring will yield some semblance of progress. Sincerely, Professor Thornton. These guys are just jerks, aren't they? Okay, dear Mr. Bennett, thank you so much for the lovely bunch of rhubarb from your nephew's garden. He needn't have sent anything in return for the herbal poultice I gave him for his little one, but I am grateful all the same. I know he hasn't the money to fetch the doctor. Since you said he cannot read a note, please send him my thanks when you see him. Faithfully yours, Hazel. Okay, and then this comes back up here. Right, got it. Okay. So let's go this way. Yeah, there's this. Must be able to lead the bird around or something. Okay, mixed seed for garden birds. Oh, yep, there's another one. Yeah, we probably have to lead that bird around somewhere. Where does this go? Okay, on the other side. Oh, another key to the boathouse. Okay, attracting birds with color. Okay, so that might have something to do with that one color thing that we found. Yep, there's a plant here. Oh, yeah, we gotta lead certain birds there. That's what it is. Probably that's what that second one's for. Use put one in one spot, another in another spot, and just kind of lead them there. What are the boathouses from here? Okay, but we want to make sure we look every single area. So that leads out to the main place. We came over here, over there, Yeah, over here, because there's a plant. That's probably the boathouse there. Or the boathouse could be down here, too. I mean, because it's going to be near the lake. So I don't know what that other place is, but we'll head up to the back of the house, maybe. It's possible that's what it is. Okay, so my dearest cousin, whilst I hold a deep fascination for the pursuit of knowledge and science, I must admit the subject of spiritualism is not one that particularly captivates me. Therefore, I must return this book to you. However, I appreciate your efforts in sharing your interest with me. With affection, Arabella. Phenomenon of spiritualism. The will-o-wisp. The will-o-wisp is an eerie apparition that has long been the subject of both fear and fascination. It makes its appearance to lost travelers in dark, isolated places and beckons them to follow with its beguiling, blinking lights. Many a wanderer has followed the wisp, alluring a light across marsh or into caves, never to be seen again. Take heed, those who venture into the dark places. Resist the temptation of the will-o-wisp's shimmering radiance. Turn back before it's too late. Okay. Oh, so we got a handle. It's got a water mark on it. Whoops. I always do that. Can I drop it? It's not letting me drop it. There we go. We'll put it there. Can't miss it. It's pretty big. Okay, unfinished painting. Okay, so let's head this way. Here we go, the boathouse. No, open. Oh, okay, so this is a Morse code thing. Alright, so let's, we'll close it and put this out, or we'll remember where it is. So we'll put it here. Okay, we've got the plants there. Oh, what's this? We've got a Egyptian goose. Man, people keep leaving sandwiches out. What the heck? I think every time you find one of those, geese, you get an achievement, I believe. They're not popping on my screen, but pretty sure they're there. Oh, okay, yeah. This is, yeah, there's the diary. Okay, so this leads out to that area. Got it. Excuse me. How weeds spread. Weeds can take over an area quite rapidly. Some weeds have adapted in order to spread their seeds as far away as possible. The plant itself does not have much control over this, but trusts nature to lend a helping hand. Wood avens and goosegrass have seeds with hooks designed to attach to the fur of passing animals. They are then carried and dropped by the several miles away. Dandelions have seeds with an attached feathery puff that allow them to simply be carried by the wind to a faraway location. Other plants, such as lord and ladies, wrap their seeds in an attractive berry which birds consume and then later deposit as waste on great distance away. A final, more mysterious example is the seed of the ocelot. Okay, so that's one of the flowers we have to get. It is known to be picked up by critters who then take it back to their nest. As soon as the animal goes to sleep, the seed sprouts into bloom. It is not quite understood how the plant is able to detect when the creature is asleep. Is there a creature that's supposed to be asleep? Okay, games rules. It's called Foraging Critters. Oh, maybe this has something to do with it? Shuffle the food cards and place the stack face down in the center of the game board. Place the food tokens around the food cards on the board. Place the animals on the start tile. Players choose their animal by rolling the dice. The higher the roll chooses first. Playing the game. Take turns to roll the dice and move your animal along the woodland path. The highest roller goes first. If you land on a food tile, pick up the food card. If your animal matches the card, you can collect the token specific of the food card. If you land on a gray squirrel tile, it steals all of your food tokens and then must return to the board. The player who has the most food tokens in their nest at the end of the game is a winner. Woodland cards, rabbit, wood mouse, red squirrel. Field cards, red squirrel. Animal cards, hedgehog, mole. Meadow cards, rabbit, wood mouse, mole. Rabbits live in many habitats and burrows underground. They come above ground to graze in the morning and evening. Gray squirrel. The North American gray squirrel is larger than the red and with small ears. It forages food but can also digest some seeds straight away. Hedgehog are protected from predators by their coat of needles. They live in burrows in both fields and woodland habitats. Red squirrels live in the nest high up in the trees. They sometimes forage food back to the nest to keep for later. That sounds like the critter we need to get the flower. Moles live underground and have poor vision. They find food and mates using their sense of smell and touch. Wood mice are very small and live in woodlands, but also many other habitats, including fields, parks, meadows, and gardens. Interesting. Okay, William Foley, educational and school material supplies. A classroom desk with chair times 10, classroom notebooks, box of 20, chalkboard, ink, black, blue box of 20, ink, red box of 10, writing materials, display case, teaching desk. Oh, so it sounds like she was going to be teaching. Okay, we've got the full, the ocelot seeds. I think we've only found, is it 2 seeds? Yeah, we've only found 2 seeds, so we need one more. Edison standard phonograph. Edison recordings. Okay, so those are going to go in there. So there's probably something with one of the plants for that one. Animal husbandry and rehabilitation for all work with animals domesticated in the wild. Animal heartbeat rates given in BPM. So we have a cow, horse, sheep, goat, pig, chicken, dog, cat. Rabbit, hedgehog, mouse, rat, red squirrel, stoat, mole, and shrew. Yeah, so we're going to have to know that for one of the plants. But I don't see a spot for a plant to sit in here. Oh, maybe right there. Okay, so let's head back this way because I know there's still some, I think a little bit of an area that we need to go to. And then hopefully we've gotten all the clues. And then we just have to do the flowers and we're finished. Because there's that area there. Oh, okay, yeah, this is the back side of the manor. Oh, there's the other seeds. Fool's Emerald. It looks like a tomato. Okay, bioluminescence. In the darker corners of our world, there are plants and organisms that are able to produce their own light. These plants, fungi, and insects are most often found in areas of low light, such as dark forests, deep oceans, and gloomy caves. Recent discoveries show that chemicals such as luciferin are responsible for this glowing effect. It is not known what this glowing effect is used for, but it could be for communication with others of the same species, or to attract pollinators or food. Scientists believe there are many bioluminescent species waiting to be discovered. That could be the one that was, had the light on it. That one guy noticed. Okay, chemical compounds and wildflowers. We have jasmine, poppy, foxglove. Fool's Emerald is the luciferin. So that means that's the bioluminescent one. Daffodil and St. John's wort. Okay, I don't know. Maybe the Morse code. I put that in there, didn't I? Okay, I did not. Playing cards. I don't remember putting that there. Maybe I did by accident. Okay, I think it would be those two for sure. That one, that one. Oh, I don't want that. Is there a way to reset this? Can I remove the notes? Okay, let's start over here. So we'll just start from the top and just let him replace all of them. There we go. Okay, so there's that one. Sincerest greetings. Okay, so dearest Arabella, I was delighted after our recent mentoring session. You do excellent work as a fellow scholar of the natural world. I recall the spring dance shrub that once grew so abundantly as a large climbing shrub at your garden. Elsewhere, I have only ever seen it growing as a small seedling. I've been compiling plant specimens that require pollination to mature into their adult stage. I'm certain the spring dance shrub could be one of these plants. Ever your affectionate friend, Lavinia. Okay, so this is the one that probably uses the soil. Oh, I got the bird poster in there twice. No, I have it in there 3 times. I don't know how I managed that. I must have accidentally clicked on it. And the bird poster, I believe. There we go. And all the rest go to the last one. This is the one that opens up because of animals. Okay. So let's start with this one. We're going to need the Morse code, the plant chemicals. Okay, so let's make sure we have looked at everything and that we're not going to miss anything that we might need. I think we did. We haven't figured out how to get in there, have we? Oh, that handle. I put it down here, didn't I? This is the handle that was over there in the grass. I thought that looked like a water symbol, and I was like, But I wasn't sure where it went just yet, and I hadn't actually just looked at this pillar. But I knew I had to get to that cave there. Or the little opening, whatever you want to call it. We can just walk on those. Sure. Okay, this is what we need for the illuminated one, the bioluminescent one. Okay, so we need the Morse code. I believe, yeah, that's what's on for this one, right? Yeah, the military Morse code. Okay, so we need to go get the box, which we left at the boathouse. And then we'll need to go get the seed together. Okay, we'll put that there. We'll go make our plant. Which is the Fool's... Oh, I do that every time. Fool's Emerald. Okay. Oh, I need a closer. Now open it. Okay. So now we need to do some form of Morse code. So let's see. News article was talking about it wasn't part of the war. He said something about attention, right? Okay, so maybe we have to spell out attention. So it would be dot dash 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 then E N T oh it was abbreviation. Cool. Oh, cool. It's wicked looking. Okay, the Fool's Emerald is a vine that contains luciferium, which allows it to create light. They grow in caves where they use the light to communicate with each other, and very much like Morse code. Okay, so the next one, let's see. We should do the spring dance shrub. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that one. Okay, so this flowering bush used to grow in the gardens, but apparently completely disappeared when I was off on my travels. Okay, so this is what we need the bird seed with. I think we have to lure the bird to the side. Okay, so we should probably go back to where the bird is. Water's driving me nuts. Okay, which was over here, I believe. Okay, it looks kind of like a robin. Okay, where was the bird's paperwork at? Birdseed, bird poster, garden workstation. Okay, so that was down here, right? Yep. Okay, so yeah, it looks like a robin to me. Okay, it says just like bees, birds can pollinate flowers, but did you know that birds have a preference to pollinate flowers of certain colors? The above chart shows you which color flowers attract which birds to your garden. Let's get the spring dance shrub. Do we water it now? Yeah, I mean, we might need the special. Do we need the special one for this one, or is that... Yeah, it's this one, because it's the soil pH one. So we have to put it in a certain pot. We need red ones. Okay, so let's go look at the soil pH. It's not here. This is... changes colors from red and purple. Okay. Soil pH thing is here. Okay, so we need red. So it says 12 and 14. So there's a 13. So seaweed. So sandstone. And granite? Because those are, well, no, that's not, that's 11. And it says 12 and 13, but this is the only one that I see. Yeah, so it would be the sandstone and seaweed. Because that's the only one that's between 12 and 14. So we need sandstone and seaweed. Which one's sandstone? That one? Yeah, because the other one's marble. So this is sandstone, I'm assuming. Doesn't tell me. Hopefully it's right. Okay. And do we add seaweed to it, I take it? Yeah, we need to add this, I believe, the seaweed. How do I... Can I not get the seaweed? Oh, I bet you we have to put the potting soil, silly. Excuse me. And then the seaweed. Let's try that. Yep, there we go. Now we probably want... Okay, and we want the shrub and water. Oh, right. So now we've got it sprouting. So we have to get the robin to it. So we have to take this down here. I'll have to grab the other... I don't know how far it'll follow the things, but we'll see. I don't know, like, if this is a certain amount of moves thing or what. But I guess we'll find out. Oh, too far. I wonder if I can scare it over to that other one. No, it just goes right back up into the tree. Okay, so let's think about this. Yeah, so I think I just have to move it. Uh-oh. Don't get scared. It's okay. Okay, now I can't walk. It'll scare it if I do that, and we don't want to do that because I'll have to start all the way over. Okay, is there another one around here? Is it gonna see it all the way? Oh, right there. Sticking through the bush there. That's hilarious. Okay, we can't go that way. Because like I said, we can't walk past it because we don't want to scare it. So. Yeah, we're going to have to go back around again. Because if we walk right by it, that's going to scare it. Plus, I'd rather be safe than sorry, so... Greedy little bird. There we go. It was actually easier once we figured out what color we needed. Oh, look, all the robins. Okay, so the spring dance shrub contains anthocyanins, causing it to change color depending on the pH level of its environment. For the spring dance, lichen causes a red petal color. Robins love red flowers and will often enjoy its company. Okay, so now the last one to do is the ocelot. Weeds and seeds, board game rules, playing cards, animal heartbeat. So we have to get the something with an animal. We have to do something with that game, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we're probably going to head back to the boathouse. I'm thinking the bird that it would like would be the red squirrel, perhaps? But I'm not sure, so we're going to have to look at this stuff. Okay, so that... Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. It's not going to use water. It's going to be kind of like the chestnut one. So we have to use this one here. Okay, so we need to... Let's see. Yeah, I think it's the red squirrel. Because it says it carries food to its cave. To eat later. Now, the animal, where's the heartbeat one? It's in the boathouse. Okay, so it's not it. Is this it? There we go. Okay, so the red squirrel is awake at 300, 120 asleep. Does this have a... There we go. Okay, so that's 70. $90. 100. What do we need? 100. Do we need 120? There we go, 120. Meadows Bliss. There we go. Oh, it dances. Okay, the ocelot seed is picked up by small animals such as a red squirrel, who then store it inside their nest. Once the animal falls asleep, the ocelot depends upon the heartbeat vibrations to break open and bloom. Okay, let me get out of there before that music gets me copyrighted. Oh, go to the gatehouse. So we have another package, or we have a visitor or something. Excuse me. Yep, this way. Well, there's nobody there. Maybe, are we leaving? Oh, here. Oh yeah, we gotta mail our book. That's what it was. Would have been nice for them to say, mail your book. Okay, 1 year later. It's the little robins in here. It's like we're packing up, it looks like. Oh, we've started our school. And that's our book. Teacher, Lady Arabella Greene, Eliza, Jessica, Catherine, Ada, Mary, Thomasina. Lesson 1, Air Purifying Flowers, the Windmill Wort. So we're starting with what we... Apple. My dear Flora, I'm terribly sorry your herbarium didn't get picked for publishing, though I am most excited about your new plans to turn Botany Manor into a botanical academy. I look forward to visiting school and meeting the talented students you have taken under your wing. Let's hope they carry on our fight. Lots of love, Elizabeth. P.S. Arabella, I hope you don't mind me still calling you by your childhood pet name. And we're starting the lesson. The end. Alright everyone, so that was Botany Manor. I hope you enjoyed it. It was definitely a very fun game. It wasn't, really super long. The puzzles weren't really super hard. It just took a couple minutes to think up what you had to do with certain puzzles, and then certain ones were just like really super, easy, that you were able to figure out quite quickly. So please let me know what you thought about the game in the comments down below. Leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye.